Hey, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining me today as I talk about what stays in the home when the sellers are selling. All right, so this is not just for the sellers, this is for buyers as well. So let's get some tuning in ears, okay? So let's talk about this. Now, something in regards to what stays with the home. Now, this may be different across state borders, okay, or state line. I know that maybe on the East Coast, there's certain things that are like an automatic, but maybe not in other places. So it really just depends on where you are buying a home, and again, where you're selling a home. The best thing to do is just wherever you are buying and selling, to ask that agent as well, are there things automatically that have to stay with this home, so that you're well prepared for that, okay? And again, if you don't know an agent in your area, we would love to connect you there as well. So let's get to it. First things first of what I'm going to say is that if it is attached to the home, then it's going to remain. I'm going to give you a few like quirky, I guess, or funny off things, but I feel like they are worth mentioning because everybody has a different idea or mindset when it comes to this, okay? So let's start with the pretty simple things that I feel like people ask for all the time, which are washer, dryer, refrigerator. Okay, those are like what I've seen as the top 3 items that people ask for when they are presenting an offer. Okay, now if you have a refrigerator that is mounted in, then there are some that are very custom fit to that home. Keep that in mind. That's something that's going to have to be stated, okay? Again, other items, curtain rods or mounted things such as that are connected on the home are things that'll stay. Mounted televisions, okay? Now, the television doesn't have to stay, right? But the mount for the television would, okay? And if you want to take your mount with you, then you will just have to repair that area where there are holes, right? Because that person is buying it as if that house there was never a TV mounted up there, okay? Now, I want to mention a few like funny, quirky things. For instance, if there's a chandelier up there and it was one that you put up there from the building of the house and you're like, oh, surely I'm going to take my chandelier, but it's never stated that you are, please know that that's going to stay, okay? If you have certain type of knobs or something that you just want to take with you, we've seen people take many different things, okay, with them. So please keep that in mind. There could be things that you believe should go, but they're not, all right? So the best thing to do is before you even get with the realtor, think about it. What things do you want to take from the home that maybe are attached to the house? Or attached to the walls. Let's say that. I've seen dressers attached to the walls. I'll use that as an example. So that dresser, do you want to take it with you, or is that something that's going to stay? Think about things around the house that are attached that you may want to take with you. And if that's the case, when you are with that listing agent, please make sure to inform them, okay? Inform them that say, hey, I'm going to have to take my washer, dryer, and refrigerator. Or this chandelier over here is something that I will be taking. Anything else in particular, honestly, that's like mounted, we call that you're reserving it as a seller. That it's yours, it's not staying with this house, and you're not giving it to the buyer. Now, there could be items that you're wanting to sell in the house. Make that known as well. Okay, make that known that you're wanting those things sold. And obviously, guys, it's totally easier if the person that is buying the house is paying for these items because you don't have to move it. You don't have to try to post it on Facebook Marketplace or your neighborhood app, right? And adjust someone picking it up and so forth. It makes it so easy just to leave it where it is. And when that buyer comes in after they've gotten the keys, it's right there for them and it's waiting. So it's awesome. All right. Last but not least, I'm going to overemphasize having everything in writing. And this is not just for the seller, but it's for the buyer as well. Please do not go in assuming that certain things are going to stay. Always ask, and then ask the seller as well. If you would like for something to stay or what have you, let's just say that the seller is leaving the washer and dryer, refrigerator, and for some reason you don't want it in the house because you have your own. Ask them to remove it, okay? Ask them to move it, remove it, put it to the road. I mean, something, okay? So my biggest thing is that when it's in writing, it exists. If it's not in writing, it doesn't exist. So none of us want to read anybody's mind. So please ask the questions in regards to items in that home. Okay, I hope that some of these tips have helped you in regards to what is going to stay, maybe what will not stay. And this is for buyer and seller. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will be back with you very soon. Have a great day. Bye.